I can't tell you where I see myself in 5 years, but I can tell you that I will work my best to be the most successful artist that I can be in 5 years.
Rihanna isn't just a superstar, she's a total powerhouse. From the moment she stepped onto the scene, her energy, confidence, and ever-evolving style made her impossible to ignore. She's not just part of the culture, she defines it. Whether she's dominating the charts, rewriting the rules of fashion, or building a beauty empire, Rihanna's story is all about fearless moves, massive wins, and constant reinvention. And today, we're diving deep into the world of Rihanna, the money, the milestones, and the luxury lifestyle most of us only dream about. We're talking billion-dollar business deals, music history, and a car collection that'll leave you speechless. So buckle up. This isn't just a story, it's a ride. But hey, before we jump in, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this video with anyone who's obsessed with Rihanna. Trust me, they'll thank you. Let's go. Rihanna, the Barbadian queen who went from a small island to global domination, has flipped the game in music, fashion, and business, all on her own terms. And get this, she's worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 billion. That officially makes her the richest female musician on the planet. But her wealth isn't just about hit songs, it's about smart moves and serious hustle. At the center of her empire is Fenty Beauty, her revolutionary makeup line launched with luxury titan LVMH. Rihanna owns 50%, and the brand's value is somewhere between $2 to $3 billion. It brings in over $100 million in revenue every year. Then there's Savage X Fenty, her bold and inclusive lingerie brand. Rihanna holds a 30% stake, and that company's sitting pretty at around $1 billion. Add in her brand deals and other ventures, and she's raking in anywhere from $40 to $80 million a year. And that's not even counting the music. With over 60 million albums and 120 million singles sold, Rihanna holds the crown as the best-selling digital artist ever. She's got 12 Billboard #1 hits and became the youngest solo artist to hit that milestone. But Rihanna isn't just about numbers. She's a cultural icon, a game changer, and a voice for a generation that's rewriting the rules. But before the glitz, the Grammys, and the billion-dollar brands, there was just Robin Rihanna Fenty, born February 20th, 1988 in St. Michael, Barbados. Her childhood? Far from easy. Growing up in Bridgetown, Rihanna dealt with serious struggles at home. Her father battled addiction, and there was violence in the house, the kind of trauma that forces kids to grow up way too fast. She often stepped in to protect her mom. Heavy stuff for someone so young. She also battled her own health issues. Intense headaches so severe, doctors thought it might be a brain tumor. Then, at 14, her parents split. And weirdly enough, that moment became a turning point. Her health started to improve, and so did her vision for her future. Her dreams got louder, bigger. Flashback to 2003. Rihanna was just a teenager in Barbados when she made a move that would completely change her life. Alongside two classmates, she formed a little group and auditioned for American music producer Evan Rogers, who just happened to be vacationing on the island. They didn't even have a group name, but none of that mattered. Because the second Rihanna opened her mouth to sing, everything changed. Her voice didn't just fill the room, it stopped it. And it made its way all the way to Jay Brown, a top executive at Def Jam Recording. Now, here's where it gets wild. Her demo ends up in the hands of Jay-Z. Yep, that Jay-Z, who had just taken over as president of Def Jam. And when he heard Rihanna's voice, he didn't waste a second. Fast forward to early 2005, a 16-year-old Rihanna lands in New York City for the first time, wide-eyed, fearless, and chasing her shot. She's about to audition at Def Jam, and sitting across from her is none other than Jay-Z himself, along with music legend L.A. Reid. Talk about pressure. But Rihanna? She stepped up like a pro. She sang a stunning cover of Whitney Houston's For the Love of You, and showed off her own demos, including Pon de Replay and The Last Time. But once Pon de Replay fed,
the room shifted. Jay-Z was all in. That same night, they offered her a record deal, and she signed it before leaving the building. There was no time to slow down. Rihanna jumped straight into the studio with producers Evan Rogers and Carl Sturken. Out of dozens of songs, one stood out, Pon de Replay. And when it dropped in May 2005, it exploded. The track became an instant club banger, climbed the charts in 15 countries, and hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100.
That single set the stage for her debut album, Music of the Sun, which dropped just a few months later in August 2005. It was full of island vibes and Caribbean rhythm, debuting at number 10 on the Billboard 200 and quickly going gold, selling over 2 million copies worldwide. Her second single, If It's Lovin' That You Want, didn't quite hit Pon de Replay levels, but it still charted strong overseas, top 10 in Australia, Ireland, and New Zealand. And it proved one thing loud and clear: Rihanna wasn't just a one-hit wonder. But then came the game changer. In 2007, she dropped Umbrella, and it wasn't just a hit, it was a moment. The track didn't just top the charts, it dominated them. Umbrella hit number 1 in 13 countries and stayed at the top in the UK for 10 weeks straight, something that hadn't happened since 1994. With over 8 million copies sold, it officially catapulted Rihanna into full-blown superstardom.
And she didn't stop there. By November 2009, she released her 4th studio album, Rated R. It was a whole new vibe, darker, bolder, more experimental. Critics praised it as a major evolution in her sound. Rolling Stone even called it a sonic leap. The album debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200, proving once again that Rihanna was never afraid to take risks, and that's exactly what kept her ahead of the game. Summer 2010, Rihanna teamed up with none other than Eminem for Love the Way You Lie, and it blew up. The track was intense, emotional, and unforgettable. It shot to number 1 in over 20 countries and ended up becoming the best-selling single of the year in the UK. This wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural moment. And it made one thing crystal clear: Rihanna wasn't just topping charts, she owned them. But Rihanna? She was just getting started. By November 2011, she dropped Talk That Talk, her 6th studio album, and leading the charge, We Found Love, a song that didn't just take over the airwaves, it took over the world. Number 1 in 27 countries, 10 straight weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100. It was unstoppable. Rihanna had officially claimed her throne as the Queen of Pop.
Then, like clockwork, November 2012 brought another power move, her 7th album, Unapologetic. For the first time ever, she debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200. The album was everything fans had come to love about her: bold, real, and 100% unapologetic. And then came Diamonds, the anthem that lit up every stage, every radio station, and every fan's playlist. It didn't just climb the charts, it cemented Rihanna as a true vocal powerhouse and global icon. Critics raved, fans went wild. And just like that, Rihanna wasn't just making hits, she was making history. In February 2013, the accolades kept rolling in. Rihanna won her 6th Grammy at the 55th Annual Grammy Awards, this time for Best Short-Form Music Video for We Found Love. Just another milestone in a year packed with wins.
But Rihanna being Rihanna, she switched it up again. Enter 4-5 Seconds, a surprising stripped-back track featuring Kanye West and Paul McCartney. Pop meets soul meets folk. It was unexpected, totally fresh, and once again showed how fearless Rihanna was when it came to pushing boundaries. Even the follow-up singles that didn't land on her next album, like Bitch Better Have My Money and American Oxygen, still made waves. Edgy, political, raw, they kept her at the center of the cultural conversation, because Rihanna doesn't just drop music, she sets the tone. Then, in late 2015, she made a power move beyond the studio, a $25 million deal with Samsung. The tech giant backed the launch of her upcoming album and global tour, while Rihanna became the face of the Galaxy brand.
It wasn't just smart, it was straight-up marketing genius. And finally, in 2016, the wait was over. Rihanna released Anti, first as a title exclusive, and once again, it hit #1 on the Billboard 200, her second US #1 album and her 8th project to land in the top 10. Anti was moody, stripped down, and refreshingly unfiltered. It was Rihanna like fans had never heard her before. Raw, emotional, and completely in control. And her fans? They ate it up. Just when fans were buzzing with excitement for a new album, Rihanna hit the brakes. In December 2019, she dropped a bombshell on Instagram. Her next project? Delayed indefinitely. No date, no clues, just radio silence. And fans everywhere were left wondering, when is Rihanna coming back to music? Well, fast forward to October 2022, and that silence, it ended loud. Rihanna made a powerful return with Lift Me Up, the emotional lead single from the Black Panther Wakanda Forever soundtrack. The ballad hit deep, honoring Chadwick Boseman and tugging at heartstrings around the globe. It didn't just top charts, it earned her nominations for both a Golden Globe and an Oscar for Best Original Song. Yeah, she came back big. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss what's coming next. All right, now let's take a peek inside one of Rihanna's most talked about homes, her luxury Beverly Hills mansion. Back in 2009, Rihanna made a major real estate move, dropping nearly $6.9 million on a sleek, modern estate tucked into one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in Los Angeles. Over 10,000 square feet of pure Hollywood glam, totally fit for a rising superstar. The home had 8 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, a glassy, modern exterior, high ceilings, and polished wood floors that gave it that clean, ultra-luxe look. Massive floor-to-ceiling windows offered unreal views of the valley, and outside, a resort-style backyard with a sparkling pool and titled terrace, perfect for escaping the LA chaos. Inside, it had everything. A chef's kitchen loaded with top-tier appliances and an entertainment room designed for throwing legendary parties. On the surface, total dream home, rock star living. But behind the scenes, total nightmare. Turns out, the mansion came with major issues: water damage, shoddy construction, and structural problems that turned Rihanna's dream pad into a real-life headache. Some of the balconies were tilted so badly, rainwater just poured straight into the house. And that was only the beginning. By 2011, Rihanna had had enough. She listed the house for $4.5 million, a major financial hit, just to be rid of it. At the same time, she filed a lawsuit claiming she was misled about the home's true condition from day one. But hey, that's old news. Up next, we're stepping into the next-level Beverly Hills mansion Rihanna shares with A$AP Rocky. And trust us, this isn't just a house, it's a straight-up power move. Hollywood luxury at its finest. In December 2021, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky made a major power move, dropping $13.8 million on a jaw-dropping estate tucked away on a private cul-de-sac in the ultra-exclusive Beverly Hills post office neighborhood. This isn't just any zip code, it's where some of the biggest names in the industry go to live quietly in serious luxury. But this isn't just a home. It's an entertainer's paradise. Think seamless indoor-outdoor dining, cozy lounge spots, and an open layout that makes everything feel warm, luxe, and totally effortless. And the primary suite? Straight up royalty. A spa-style marble bathroom, a deep soaking tub, and a walk-in closet that feels more like a private boutique, complete with its own glam dressing area. But before all the mansions and mega deals, let's rewind for a second. Let's head back to Barbados, the island where it all started. Long before the Grammys, the fashion shows, and the billion-dollar empire, Robin Rihanna Fenty grew up in a modest wooden home on Westbury New Road. It was simple, humble, and filled with love. And no matter how far she's come, Rihanna's never let go of her island roots. In 2013, she came full circle and did it in major style. Rihanna bought a stunning 10,000 square foot beachfront mansion in the exclusive One Sandy Lane community in Paynes Bay, one of the most high-end areas in Barbados. This place is next-level luxury. A full gym, a glistening outdoor pool, 24/7 concierge service, the works. But what really makes it stand out? The vibe. The design fuses Victorian elegance with Greek-inspired architecture, giving the home a grand, timeless energy that still feels deeply connected to Barbados. Fresh off her electrifying Super Bowl LIV halftime performance, Rihanna stepped into an exciting new chapter, motherhood. With her first and second babies on the way, she made a major move that reflects both her evolving lifestyle and her signature taste for luxury. In March 2023, Rihanna invested in her family's future by snagging a spectacular penthouse in Century City, Los Angeles, a high-rise haven in one of the city's most exclusive neighborhoods. The 9,290 square foot Sky Mansion was originally listed at a jaw-dropping $28 million, but Rihanna worked her magic and sealed the deal for just under $7 million, a power move if there ever was one. This isn't just any penthouse. Previously owned by Friends star Matthew Perry and sold by tech mogul Nick Molnar, the home is packed with elegance, privacy, and all-out luxury. It features 4 spacious bedrooms and 7 spa-like bathrooms with details that scream sophistication. From rich hardwood floors to an all-white chef's kitchen decked out in marble with double islands and top-of-the-line appliances. When it comes to relaxing and entertaining, Rihanna's got it covered. The home includes a private movie theater, soundproofed and complete with cozy velvet couches, perfect for unwinding after a long day. 4 private terraces, each offering breathtaking, unobstructed views of the Pacific Ocean. Whether it's sunrise coffee or sunset vibes, this penthouse delivers peace, privacy, and panoramic perfection. Over the years, Rihanna hasn't just built a music empire, she's built a garage that turns heads just as fast as her hit singles. From exotic supercars to ultra-luxe SUVs, every ride in her collection has its own vibe. All power, performance, and pure flex. Let's start with one of the crown jewels, the Maybach 57S. This isn't just a fancy sedan, this is luxury in motion. Under the hood, a 6.0-liter twin-turbo V12 AMG engine that throws down 604 horsepower and 1,000 Nm of torque. Translation: it launches from 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds and maxes out at 155 miles per hour. It's that perfect mix of old-school elegance and high-speed muscle. And Rihanna, she drives it like royalty. Now for something a little wilder. The Lamborghini Aventador. This thing's a straight-up monster. Powered by a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12, it delivers a blistering 740 horsepower. It hits 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, and it looks every bit as fierce as it sounds. With a nearly $400,000 price tag, this Lambo is pure attitude. Fast, loud, and one of a kind, just like Rihanna. Next up, the Porsche 997 Turbo S. Sleek, agile, and made for speed. It's got a 3.8-liter twin-turbo flat-6 engine pumping out 640 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. That means it rips from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. It handles like a dream, whether she's carving up the streets of LA or cruising on a coastal highway. And of course, no A-list garage is complete without a Ferrari. Rihanna's pick? The iconic Ferrari 488 GTB. With its 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8 producing 661 horsepower, this beauty delivers that signature Ferrari growl and insane performance. It's sleek, it's stylish, and it's built to fly. But cars, that's just the beginning. When it comes to fashion and accessories, Rihanna doesn't play. She doesn't follow trends, she sets them. Her style is bold, luxe, and unapologetically powerful. Let's talk handbags. She's been spotted rocking everything from a rare, limited edition Dior graffiti bag, worth around $5,000, to a hot red Jimmy Choo piece in the same range. She's carried a sleek $6,000 Louis Vuitton number and a $7,000 pastel Stalvey bag, and that's just her everyday collection. Now, let's take a peek at what's on her wrist. During her unforgettable Super Bowl halftime show, she wore a bold red Jacob & Co. watch iced out in gems, valued at $72,000. But that's just to warm up. Rihanna also owns a Patek Philippe Nautilus flyback chronograph, which retails around $110,000. At the 2018 Grammys, she had jaws on the floor, rocking a look that featured rare chocolate diamonds in her jewelry, a luxe twist that turned heads everywhere. That necklace alone, $130,000. Add in the $130,000 white gold shopper watch she's also been spotted with, and yeah, she's got options. But wait, she took it even further. At Paris Fashion Week, Rihanna showed up in jaw-dropping 8-carat diamond earrings worth a whopping $250,000. And for her 30th birthday, she didn't just throw a party, she showed up dripping in $1 million worth of jewels. And just when you think she can't top that, she does. At Beyoncé's exclusive post-Oscars party, Rihanna arrived wearing custom-designed jewelry valued at a mind-blowing $2.6 million. Subtle? Nope. Iconic? Absolutely. Rihanna isn't just a global icon, she's a straight-up business powerhouse. Her rise in the business world is every bit as impressive as her climb to the top of the music charts, and it all started with a single bold move. In January 2011, Rihanna stepped into the beauty game with the launch of her first ever fragrance, Rebel Fleur. And it didn't just make noise, it exploded. Rolling Stone predicted it would pull in a jaw-dropping $80 million in sales that same year. She kept the momentum going. In February 2012, she dropped her second scent, Rebel, backed by a slick, cinematic campaign directed by Anthony Mandler. Then came Nude in late 2012, Rogue for Women in 2013, and Rogue Men in 2014, solidifying Rihanna as a force in the fragrance world. But Rihanna wasn't stopping at perfume. In 2014, she stepped into fashion full throttle, signing on as creative director of Puma's women's line. Her first sneaker drop sold out online in just 3 hours. That's the kind of hype money can't buy. Then came the brand that changed lingerie forever, Savage x Fenty. Launched in 2018, it flipped the script with fearless inclusivity, celebrating all body types, skin tones, and styles. Rihanna didn't just join the industry, she redefined it. And in May 2019, she made fashion history, launching Fenty under the legendary LVMH label. That made her the first woman and the first Black woman to create a brand from scratch under the fashion giant. Fenty was fresh, bold, and unapologetically different. It wasn't just a brand, it was a statement. But Rihanna wasn't done yet. In July 2020, she expanded her beauty empire again with the launch of Fenty Skin, bringing the same inclusivity and innovation into the skincare world. From makeup to moisturizer, she built an empire that spoke to everyone and left the industry scrambling to catch up. But here's what makes Rihanna truly unforgettable: her heart. Way back in 2006, long before the billions in beauty brands, she founded the Believe Foundation, helping kids fighting life-threatening illnesses. Just a year later, she teamed up with Cartier for their Love Bracelet campaign, raising awareness and support for global charities. In 2008, she joined forces with celebs to design outfits for H&M's Fashion Against AIDS campaign, raising money and awareness to fight HIV. That same year, she was one of 16 powerhouse women who came together for the charity single Just Stand Up, part of a special for Stand Up to Cancer that raised a staggering $100 million for cancer research. And she didn't stop there. In 2012, she launched the Clara Lionel Foundation, CLF, named after her grandparents to support everything from cancer treatment in Barbados to global education programs. That same year, she hosted a benefit concert at the House of Blues, raising funds for children's health and arts programs in LA. When disaster hits, Rihanna shows up. After Hurricane Sandy in 2012, she made major donations to support relief efforts. And when the COVID-19 pandemic hit in 2020, she stepped in again, donating millions to support frontline workers, domestic violence victims, and global medical needs. When it comes to Rihanna's personal life, it's been a roller coaster, and the world's been watching every twist and turn. Back in 2007, she started dating fellow singer Chris Brown, but by 2009, their relationship came to a heartbreaking and very public end after a domestic violence incident that made headlines everywhere. It was a turning point, not just in her love life, but in how the world saw her strength. Then came Drake. From 2009 to 2016, the two shared an on and off romance that fans couldn't get enough of. Their chemistry was undeniable, on stage, in the studio, and off, but things never quite settled down between them. And just when everyone thought that chapter was closed for good, Rihanna dropped a bombshell in a 2013 Rolling Stone interview, revealing she had briefly reconnected with Chris Brown. The media went into a frenzy, especially since he was still on probation from their past. The rumors swirled for months in 2012, but by May 2013, Chris confirmed they had split. Again, fast forward to 2017, Rihanna stepped out of the spotlight of celebrity romances and into a quieter relationship with Saudi billionaire Hassan Jameel. It was more low-key, more private, and it lasted until early 2020. Through it all, Rihanna showed that whether it's business, love, or life, she's always evolving on her own terms. Then came a brand new chapter, and this one's been a fan favorite. On May 19, 2021, rapper A$AP Rocky confirmed what many had already suspected. He and Rihanna were officially a couple. But this wasn't just another celebrity pairing. Their relationship quickly grew into something real, something strong, and something much bigger. On January 31st, 2022, the world found out Rihanna was expecting her first child with A$AP Rocky. And just a few months later, on May 19, 2022, she gave birth to their son, RZA Athelstan Mayers, named in honor of legendary Wu-Tang Clan founder RZA. But they weren't done yet. On August 1, 2023, the couple welcomed their second son, Riot Rose Mayers, and they revealed his arrival in the most iconic way possible. During her unforgettable Super Bowl 57 halftime performance on February 12, 2023, Rihanna made history by performing as the first ever pregnant headliner. It was a powerful moment and an instant cultural milestone. That same moment was later celebrated with a stunning British Vogue cover showcasing her beautiful growing family. From heartbreak to healing, from fashion to family, Rihanna's journey is more than just headline-worthy. It's human, raw, and inspiring. She's shown the world how to move with grace, grow through love, and still hold your power at every step. Thanks for riding along with us through her incredible story. Got thoughts? We want to hear them. Drop your comments below. If you loved this deep dive, hit that like, share it with your crew, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next.